Hi, welcome. Simon here, and I hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna come and finish up the work here. This is the Dell computer, and as you can see that the motherboard, everything is taking apart, and I have to put them back together. So it's not more to a how-to video, it's more like I'm here back to finish up the job. Alright, let's go ahead and finish it up. So I believe this is the replacement part here. Let me go ahead and tuck it in. You need to slide it in under the hinge. See what are the things that needs to be transferred. So obviously the CPU fan is already pre-installed. Let's put it on the side. I have a motherboard here that needs to install. We do have a DC jack already there. Making sure all the cables are above the motherboard. That's what I need to make sure. Okay, let's put that on the side. Let's go ahead and slide it in. So we have the Wi-Fi cable that's supposed to be sitting on top of the motherboard, like such, as well as the trackpad or the touchpad here. So there's the cable, goes on top, the keyboard goes on top, the backlighting. What else is supposed to go there? It looks like everything else should be okay. The CPU fan, let cables go there. All right, I think we got it. So let's go ahead and finish it up. Found a little screw here. That would be the motherboard screw, I believe. M2 goes on top. There must be a second screw, might be here. It looks like that is the charging port. Okay, so let's go ahead and close it down. It does look like we have few screws for the hinge. 2 screws for the hinge. Okay. Are there 3 screws? Maybe. So 1, 2, and a third screw. That is the USB-C bracket. So let's go ahead and put them back together. I believe the USB-C is going to be like such. Okay, that is the connector for the DC jack. So slide it in, push it to your left, tape it down, and then this is the LCD. Make sure that the clipper is open, slide it down, and have the clipper lock it in. Tip it, done. Okay, that is for that. Close the hinge down. Before I do that, making sure I have the tape removed as well as the screw. Only 2 screws here on this one. And it looks like there are only 2 screws. Okay, once that is done, let's try to reconnect everything back together. So that is the keyboard, making sure the clipper is open up. Once the clipper is flipped open, you then now can slide that cable back in. That is for the keyboard lighting. Here comes the trackpad. Okay, we're gonna do the wireless network card, which is this is the one. Slide it in. Make sure you have the bracket and the screw. Before we do that, we're going to reconnect the cables. So the white one is at the bottom. Okay. And the black cable goes on the top. Have the bracket goes back in here like such. That would be holding down the Wi-Fi antenna, that little cable there. So make sure you have the bracket sitting on top of that cable, and the screw go back in. Here comes the speaker. That is the CPU fan connector. Put it back in like such. So do not force it in. Sometimes it could be the other way around it. So the connector is facing down. Do not force it in. What I mean is you might want to turn it around and find the right side of it. Okay, so I was having a hard time to push it in, and I realized it was facing up. So turn it around and make it face down. All right, so that is all set. I think pretty much it. This is the speaker. Let's go ahead and reposition the wire. The cable here. Okay, and last but not least is your hard drive. We need to reconnect the hard drive back together like such. The two screws. In fact, that is not the right way to do it, because there should be a bracket here that I need to transfer, which this bracket is supposed to hold down the hard drive. Okay, once you have that transfer, get the screw back in, sits on top. Now the thing is secure. And we can have the bracket secure as well. All right, pretty much we are all done. Have the battery goes back in here. Okay, so we are pretty much done with all of that. We just have to close the bracket back in. Final check. Cables look good. CMOS is here. Fan is good. All the cables are good. All right, I think we got it. So let's go ahead and crunch it down. And then we have all the screws back together. Okay, so let's get this screw back on. So I'm tightening up that screw. I'm pressing it down at the same time because of the side clipper. They're kind of like clipped down, and you have to press hard enough to have the clipper to clip it back in. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it. I guess we did it. Changing out the keyboard. It's a full assembly keyboard. You know, maybe hopefully the battery is still okay, but it is what it is. So it's all done. I'm gonna get the charger to recharge it, and that should do it. Okay, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye now.